Bella, and today we're going to be going through my vision boards, my vision journal, my calendar, and my setup for how I'm creating a plan to actually achieve all my goals this summer, because I have a lot of things that I want to accomplish. I'm someone who really needs structure and that commitment and that timeline, because I really like an assignment. Like, I love school because I love that you have to get things done by a certain time. And I basically just want to be in school forever. So I've made myself a summer school here by outlining all the things that I want to do. I've been creating vision boards for a couple months now, and they've been really working out. So I'm just going to be showing you my past vision boards, what's come true on them, my future vision board, and then we're going to be taking the vision board and pinpointing what exactly you actually should be focusing on and working towards in order to help you achieve whatever is on your vision board or whatever goals that you have. Yeah, we're just going to be walking through what's worked for me in the past, what I'm doing now. So let's get into it. Hey guys, what up? I'm doing some planning and some calendar building in Dumbo right now. I'm in like maybe the best work spot I've ever been in. I'm gonna read you guys my goal dump because this morning I decided to write like everything that I wish I could do in like my dream life this summer. Anyway, so here's my goal dump for this summer of 2024. So I wanna make 8 YouTube videos. I wanna read 5 books. I wanna be doing 4 hours of volunteering a week. I really want to sell my car and make my own graphic design class. I want to go to the lake house. I want to learn 3 new songs on the piano. I want to get a cat sitting gig. I want to go to the beach a lot, Brighton Beach. I love it there. I really want to finish a little book and fill it all with my pastel drawings. And then I want to go to 6 museums, and I want to write out my statement for the major that I'm designing for my college, because that's probably going to take a while to like pick out all my classes I want to do. So yeah, those are all my goals I want to do, but obviously that's unrealistic. So I'm gonna like break it down a little bit more. It's actually a couple days later now. I didn't end up filming anymore that day. I've decided to only focus on 3 main goals, and I've chosen these 3 goals because they align the most with my values. I recently did a journaling prompt. I'm gonna link the prompt above, but it just helps you align all of your values and your purpose and helps you decide what you need to focus on. So my 3 main goals this summer are gonna be to make 8 YouTube videos, to do 4 hours of volunteering a week, and to sell my car. Those are really important to me because they align with my values. And I think looking back at the end of the summer, I would feel really accomplished if I achieved these 3 goals. I have, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, and I have 12 goals. So 12 goals is too many for me to keep track of. I'm personally only gonna keep these 3 goals on the forefront of my mind. These 3 goals are also things that I've put in my previous vision boards that have been works in progress for a while. I definitely still wanna keep in mind all my other goals, but if I end up falling behind schedule, I'm gonna stick to prioritizing my main 3 goals. Okay, so next up, we're gonna go through my previous vision boards, and you're gonna be able to see how they have set me up for the goals that I'm now trying to achieve this summer. Welcome to my April 2024 vision board. So this was from a couple months ago, and I just wanted to walk you guys through what has come true on it, because some of it was expected and some of it was kind of unexpected. So the first thing that has come true on this is my video editing. I've started this YouTube channel, so like that's kind of perfect. But I've also improved a lot on my video editing skills when I'm just getting really comfortable with it. And so I'm really happy about that. I also purchased my own microphone. I had some audio equipment here. Along those lines, I've got this photo of computer keyboards. In April, I really still was struggling with my computer, but recently I've created custom shortcuts on my MacBook. I feel like my computer used to own me, and now I own my computer, which makes me feel really happy. Let's see. Oh. Obsessed with this. Creative people need time to sit around and do nothing. Recently, I also have been getting a lot better at relaxing, and I am very happily unemployed. I really do not want to be employed. I really want to be self-employed for the rest of my life. Don't know if that's gonna happen. But yeah, I've just really been enjoying my own presence recently, and it makes me so happy to be doing nothing. So on this, there were some spatterings of artwork that I like Cindy Sherman was like the first one, and I actually went to MoMA yesterday. So that was the first time I've been to MoMA since I was maybe like 13. I think I've gone to 3 museums in the last month, which is incredible. I thought this kind of looks like the diner, but do you know what I'm talking about from what's his name? Anyway, so my last two things from this board that have come true, I had an old woman laughing, and I am friends with a lot of old women. I recently went to a senior community center and I randomly was able to get in, and I like hung out with these two old men for a couple hours, and it was like the best time ever. So I've been really good at hanging out with old people. I love it. Oh, one weird thing that I didn't expect was this photo that I had of socks drying. I wanted it to be a reminder to take photos more, but weirdly enough, I've actually been hang drying all of my clothes a lot more. Like almost every time that I wash my clothing, I'm hang drying like half of it. But I thought that was kind of a funny omen because I didn't intend for the socks to remind me to hang dry my clothes, but that was pretty interesting. Okay, now we're into May. So welcome to my May vision board. As you can see, there's a pretty different vibe going on to it. Let's start off with this one because I randomly saved this pin from the movie Paris, Texas. I love that movie. I watched it in April, and it was the only movie I watched in April. But I kind of wanted to watch more movies in May, and you wouldn't believe it. I watched Ponyo for the first time in May, and I watched 9 movies. So that's like one every 3 days almost. Let's see, another thing that's like something I've consumed is, this is from John Cage, and I recently read his book, Silence, which is really interesting. It's kind of philosophical. I did not finish it. I have to return it to the library today, but I'm really proud of myself for trying to read that book, and it's definitely really interesting. I took a lot of notes, but ultimately it's not for me to finish right now. Anyway, I have Billy's new album, which I was obsessed with. I have a lot of photos of outside. Go outside and take yourself on a walk, definitely in May and in June. I've been in parks a lot more. Oh, this is Central Park, but I recently went biking in Prospect Park for the first time ever. So you can see there's like definitely a lighter vibe, softer energy. I have also a lot on this vision board of self-care quotes. Like, if it comes, let it come. If it goes, let it go. It's rejection, not redirection. I mean, these are so simple, but I really like tapped into a very spiritual side of myself in the month of May. I've been really loving myself, and I've been really calm, and I've been really happy. I like this one too. Mostly I want to be kind because kindness is one of my primary values. Oh, I love this one too. My energy is meant for me first. So true. This Leslie Feinberg quote says, "Gender is the poetry each of us makes out of the language we are taught." And I really like that. Last month, I started wearing button-ups, completely buttoned up, something I've never done before, but I am obsessed. Like, I need to buy 1 billion button-ups. And that was so exciting because I've never dared to do that in my past, but I don't know why, because it's fly. I'm not wearing it today because I'm hot and I turned off my AC so you can have better audio quality. In general, you can see that this has a lot of art and a lot of handmade stuff. And I actually have only, I'm gonna show you guys. Oh my God, what? I literally have 2 pages left of my book and then I'm done. And for context, my first entry is from May 15th. Right now it's June 11th. So in 1 month, I literally wrote like this entire thing. So I'm really happy about that. Anyway, so that wasn't even technically on here. Like, I didn't even write journal more, but it's just a vibe, you know? Like, the vibe is self-reflection, the vibe is happy, the vibe is chill, the vibe is calm, the vibe is artistic, and oh, very last thing is my cats. I put cats multiple times on this because I've been volunteering at the animal shelter. I'm gonna include some clips of that because it's been really fun. But yeah, I mean, I'm obsessed with cats. Okay, that's it. So here's my completed vision board. I wrote just some of my main goals at the top of it. I put a lot of reading inspiration. I really like to read, but I've just kind of gotten back into it in the last month. I gotta guilt myself a little bit because I've never had a bad time reading a book. Like, sometimes I won't like it, but I've never read and been like, dang, I really regret that. It always makes me feel really good. My next goal was to make 8 YouTube videos, so I have a lot of YouTube inspiration. I film on this Canon SSD PowerShot, so it's just a point and shoot digital camera. I just put some photos of some little digital cameras because I'm not allowing myself to buy a new camera until I have at least 50 videos up on YouTube. Yeah, my next goal was to volunteer. So I've been volunteering at a cat shelter. So I've got lots of pics of cats. I volunteered the other week like 5 times and that was awesome, but I definitely got a little burnt out, so I'm not gonna do that. I just got photos of cats snuggling. I also really want my cats to get along that well. They get along really well, but they don't often sleep and cuddle together. Oh, here's my cats. My boys. A boy and a cat reading, come on, like that needs to be me. Okay, so my next goal, practicing gratitude. I've got some of my favorite quotes. If you weren't ready, you wouldn't have the opportunity. That's a really big one for me because sometimes I'll just live in fear and I'm really trying to get out of that. I have 222 because 2 is my favorite number. I was born on February 2nd, so my birthday is 2/2 and I really want to get a tattoo. This one, you don't have to put yourself under so much pressure. Definitely a hard one for me. Yeah, I for sure struggle with that. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. That's a big one. I tell myself that every day when I make my bed. I'm healing more and more every day. I love it. So yeah, I just got some positive affirmations because I've been gratitude journaling. So I put some photos of journals because I'm about to finish my journal. It's gonna be like my 3rd of the year. Here's some more journaling. I want to go to 6 museums. I just really like looking at art. I want to go to the beach a lot, so I put this photo of Brighton Beach. And I just quickly want to show the pins that I made myself because I'm proud of them. So this is a photo that I took last summer when I was walking across the Brooklyn Bridge at 6:30 a.m., July 13th. This is from Lake Champlain up in Vermont. This is for my roof. It's a fucking beautiful photo. Oh, this one I really like because family is really important to me. So this is my my aunt and my uncle and their childhood dog, and I just love this photo. So that reminds me to, you know, connect to my family, call them, text them, whatever. And here's some art that I made this winter. I really like this. It was just a little collage that I did. Yeah, so this is basically my vision board. This definitely will just help me to keep myself in track. Welcome to my crib. So I'm actually at the lake house right now. I've arrived, I've made it, which is awesome. I can check another thing off my list. My family's inside right now, so I'm a little bit nervous. So you guys enjoyed watching me build my vision board. Hopefully gave you some inspiration and it reminded you that there are no rules. You don't need to do anything special. You can literally just go on Pinterest and make a vision board. Just put anything that inspires you. I'm gonna give you some of my tips on how to build a calendar and actually stick to it. I believe in you. Hopefully you believe in me too. But yeah, let's get into it. I like to call my calendar building vision mapping just because it's kind of fun and it makes me feel like I'm not just creating a really strict schedule. It makes me feel like, oh no, I'm mapping out my plans. Vision mapping to me just means scheduling in the things that I know I can't just get by manifesting. So for example, if one of my goals for this summer was to be more mindful, I wouldn't have to schedule in time to be mindful because that's more of an all-encompassing thing. However, if my goal is to make 8 YouTube videos, I have to write that in because I have a time limit. So it's sort of being realistic with myself and how much I can actually get done based on will and based on desire and based on want. You know what I mean? Like all these different conflicting things. Welcome to my Google Calendar. This is kind of intimate. This is my calendar from last week. I use Google Calendar. I like that you can customize it to start your day on a different day of the week. Like mine starts on Saturday because I don't know why. I just wanted to start on Saturday. We're gonna start building next week's calendar. So I've got nothing. I gotta fill up an entire week. So I really have to schedule things in. The first thing that I do is I schedule in the activities that I think are fun to do because it just kind of gets me going. So right now I'm gonna just sign up for some volunteer shifts at a couple different places. And yeah, then we'll reconvene in a minute. I love my morning cat care. I like to do it in the morning, don't know why, but. I just signed up for my 2 cat care shifts, so that's 4 hours of volunteering for that week. Next, I'm really excited for this. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of the place called The Tank, which is a theater venue. They recently sent out an email and said that you can volunteer and then get a free ticket, so I'm like, That's awesome. All you have to do is like go an hour before and do concessions for an hour, and then you get a ticket for free. So I'm totally gonna sign up for one of those. Or it could be an usher, I don't know. I feel like a lot of you would probably be looking at my calendar and thinking, wow, that's no fun. That means you have no life. Ooh. But I really love having a calendar because it tells me what to do, and I often forget what I need to do. Awesome, so I just signed up for a performance. They haven't listed what show it's gonna be, but I guess whatever it is, I'll be there at 6 p.m. on June 30th, so come meet me. Hopefully it'll be a good show. I have ADHD and I just don't have good systems in place. And the only system I found to work is a calendar. Even though I don't follow the calendar all the time, I will put, for example, one of my days next week is rest all day. So I know all day, all I have to do is rest. I have nothing to do except to rest. And I like that because at the end of the day, when I go back and I look at my day and I say, oh my God, I did nothing today, and I check my calendar, oh, I did something. I was busy the whole day resting. If I don't schedule my breaks, I'm just gonna keep going because it's more fun to do stuff than to not do stuff, I think. But I need to not do stuff so I can do stuff. So otherwise it just becomes like this never-ending cycle, and it's really no good. It's a good idea to make a schedule if you feel like your current situation isn't working out and you want to try something else. But I also don't think that the schedule is for everyone. And for example, like today, I broke my schedule. So there's no shame in breaking a schedule. You should never feel bad. I was supposed to do, according to my own goals, 5 hours of work today on my video, and I'm doing maybe 1. So I know that I have 4 more hours that I should probably do some other time this week. So like, don't freak yourself out about it. Never stress yourself out. It's not that big a deal always. It's really just a reminder for myself about, hey, I want to do 8 hours of work. And so I put 8 hours of work into my week. And then if I don't do it, I can be like, okay, cool, I did not do 8 hours of work. Just a check-in for myself. So yeah, basically not everything is so deep, and you're gonna get everything done in your own time. But also it is good to schedule time in because I don't know, of course it's good to schedule time in. I don't need to tell you guys why it's good to schedule things. You know, like I can tell you why it works for me, but you guys will figure out if it works for you. Oh, hi. Sun's coming out. I hope there'll be a rainbow. So I feel like this is kind of me signing off. This has been weeks in progress. I hope you guys know that I spent around 30 hours just editing this video because I had no fucking idea what I was doing. But it was really fun. Hope you guys got something out of it, but also hope you just enjoyed watching me make my vision board because I had a good time doing it. And that's it. We've survived the storm. Cool. I'm gonna sign off now. Peace out. See you next week.